Hello friends, this is Scott, and we're here in my suburban orchard on my little small side yard in Salt Lake City. And here's a look at my Asian pear tree that is absolutely loaded with fruit. And I have to walk by this tree all the time, but I haven't really paid much attention. Usually every year I have some that are about the size of apples, and then I've got some other little dinky ones. So, that's the usual harvest. But as I'm getting ready to pick this tree, at least some of them, I'm starting to see a trend here that I'm not real happy with. Seems like all the fruit are about the same size, and that size isn't good. They're all small. So I'm still thinking, you know what, I can still make these into my favorite winter snack, which is I like to pick them and then cut them up and dehydrate them and put them in freezer bags, and it really concentrates the flavor. And it's very nice, sweet little treat in the winter. I'm not a big fan of Asian pears, generally. They're not my favorite fruit. They do taste like a mild pear, but with a kind of an apple texture if you've never had an Asian pear. These trees are very prolific, though. So when you first buy a tree, if you want to get fruit quick in an orchard, plant an Asian pear because you'll get numerous fruit in the first few years. Whereas with apples and other fruit trees, you got to wait a few years. But yeah, so I start picking these, and again, this side's all small. So I'm still thinking, there's going to be some decent ones in here. So I'll put out the effort, and I'll pick as many of these as I can today. Fill up a grocery sack full, and then I'll start processing these. It'll take me a couple weekends to process, but yeah, as I'm looking, I'm still not finding anything of any quality. And but I'm still thinking, I can get a few slices off these and dehydrate them, and not a big deal. But I'm starting to look at the amount of work it's going to take to process this many small Asian pears, and I'm thinking, wow, this is going to be a pain. It's not what I've been looking for. Now, I don't know what's going on with this tree. When I first got the tree, it produced fruit the first year, probably. I don't remember if it was 8 to 20 fruit. They were all big, apple size, and they were just gorgeous. Then every other year, they kept coming. But over time, the tree grew and got a little thicker. And my pruning has not always been the greatest, and what's happened is the fruit has gotten very small. So in the past, I've tried to remedy this problem by drastically pruning this tree. And even doing that, I haven't pruned it enough, it doesn't appear, because, again, there's way too many fruit. And I've never been a good fruit thinner, or any thinning of any fruits or vegetables. It's just kind of not in my wheelhouse. I hate just pulling things off just to pull things off. But we're there, I think, on this tree. It's probably 10, 12 years old, if not older, and maybe it's running its course. I don't know, but it still looks healthy, and it's a manageable tree. But was it lack of water this year? Was it a fertilization issue? Or was it just a poor pruning and just too many fruit on the vine, which is probably a little bit of combination of all those factors. So yeah, I'm getting in here. I'm just still looking for some decent sized fruit that I can enjoy. And I'm just getting kind of frustrated because, these are not good. So they taste good, but, you get 4 slices off any of these, and that's, move on to the next one if you're dehydrating. And I guess that's fine, but that's a lot of work for this, little reward I'm going to get out of these, out of this fruit tree. So yeah, I've got to really, I think, drastically prune. I think I'm going to put a lot of fish emulsion from the pond on this tree, and then just prune it down, make the branches very, very compact, and see what happens next year. Now, again, we are planning on selling this house, I think, so I probably will never see another harvest of this tree, but I want to leave it in good shape for the next owner. Here's a little speed planting. I thought I was going to do a lot of this, but yeah, I got tired of it. And then I started finding some disease fruit. And, every year there's always a little bit of sun scald and, a little bit of bug damage. But Asian pears are pretty resilient. They don't get a lot of pests. And this is all in one little isolated area of the tree. So, yeah, not a big deal. But again, I'm thinking, man, I got too many pears. I'm not going to use all these. I'm not going to cut all these up. So I decided the best use of the Asian pears this year is take them down to the hobby farm. And most of them anyway. I'll still process some. But I know there are some critters that love these fruit, and here we go. The chickens have been out in the yard all summer, and they love fruit. So, yeah, anything you can do to, make really good tasting eggs and cut down a little bit on the food expense and give the chickens a little variety in their diet is a win-win, I guess. So nothing goes to waste. You always got to find a home, whether it's for yourself, for your animals, or composting and putting the fertility back into the soil. So anyway, bummer this year with Asian pears, but yeah, still got some, and I'll still put some away. But the chickens will be the beneficiaries of most of the fruit this year, I think. So, well, anyway, thanks for watching this video. And if you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment, as I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.